everyone. I'm glad you joined. I'm glad the links worked. Apparently, that's a step up from last week. I am happy to welcome you. My name is Leanne Furness, and I am in Rochester, Minnesota. I'm an independent demonstrator here, and I want to talk about the couple new catalogs coming out. And that if you did not get in the mail and you think you should have, because usually if you've ordered from me, I do send you one in the mail. Let me know. They're kind of behind. I'm not sure if Anne received hers yesterday. She was here and she didn't get hers in the mail, and she did get one shipped to her. So that makes me a little angry.
I did not get mine even yet today.
Okay. So there's a little problem in the mail system right now. So they're kind of behind. So if you want one in your hands, come get one out of my box, bring it back, bring me back the one that gets in the mail, whatever. I don't care. Share it with a friend. Do that. So we're going to talk about, I'm going to flip my thing. That's the technical term, my camera view. And I'm going to talk about these guys. Okay, so this is our annual catalog, and that's still good until the end of April. It gets so confusing. This is our new mini catalog, January through June 2022. So things in there are available. There might be supply chain problems, as everything else in the world. So we're just going to punt and make it work. And then there's a celebration. Excuse me. That's just January through February. And if you saw my schedule, you'll know I'm kind of cramming a lot in for 6-7 weeks. I'm going to just sleep in that car when I go on my little boondoggle with my husband, because I'm going to be exhausted. But I've got some fun things I want to show you. Celebration is it's 2 times a year where they at home office or at this Stampin' Up, they reward you for spending and ordering. And so for a $50 order, you get certain items free. So you would look for the $50 order, or if you order $100, you can go for the $100. See, they all say free 50. Free 50, free 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. This is $100. So you'd have to have at least $100 in orders. And if you have more than you want to order like $300, like perhaps maybe one of my customers did today, you can get this free host set, Calming Camellia, in addition to all the other fun stuff you get for free. So she got like $40 worth of free stuff, and it was really fun. So, you can have your own class at your house. I know Nancy's having that. And well, you can squeeze it in. I'm just going to be, like I said, working my little butt off. So let's start looking at this mini catalog, and I can actually show you the inside today. So that's a good thing. I don't know what I was thinking last week. I wanted to start with the suites, talk about suites versus bundles. Okay, so suites are like multiple products that you can get just one number. You don't have to pick and choose certain things. And bundles are usually a stamp set and a die, or a stamp set and a punch. So I'm going to highlight some of those differences. The first one I want to talk about, and wow, let's just raise that up a little bit. What are we doing here, Leanne? It's a little close. Okay. So Sweet Talk on pages 8 and 9 in the mini catalog are very Valentine-y, super Valentine-y. But I love it. It brought me back to those little candy heart conversation project, little boxes that you can have. And so I played with it. This was my first thing I played with, and I haven't done anything with this gingham embossing folder yet, but I do want to highlight the designer series paper because it is Valentine-y. The dies cut out these hearts, of course. So if you get the whole set, the bundle, at least you would get that. If you get the suite, you're going to get all of this. So you may not want all of that. You might. So, and then there's just some fun papers. Really, they're limited to Valentine, except for maybe like wedding. And they have some fun colors, I think. And I just thought it was just cheerful, and it made me happy when I looked at that paper. A couple samples. So when they do a suite, they talk about the suite on 8 and 9. And then when you flip the page to 10 and 11, they highlight a bundle, right? So this is part of the bundle. You're not going to get the designer series paper. You're not going to get the ribbon. You're not going to get the embellishments. You're just going to get the paper. And so I made this card. And let me see if I can get this right now. You might be able to see that texture. I paired this with, excuse my nose, Dottie Hearts embossing folder on the annual catalog in page 154. So you don't have to just use things from this product, right? So if you wanted to go and look, I think I have it marked 154, and it's just a fun little heart embossing folder, and they're super small. They work in the mini catalog. And if I was smart, I would look for my color tabs. Who cares? 154 in your annual, the big one. And so then the other thing I paired this paper with was the heart punch pack on page 150 in the annual catalog. And so instead of wasting the DSP, I punched these out and then I used the scallop border, but I also did this to have a fun these are quick and easy cards. You don't need a machine. You can use a punch. So you don't need the whole bundle. You could just get the paper. And then if you have a happy Valentine's Day. The other thing I liked pairing with is this little cute ladybug guy that you'll find in a different page. We'll talk about that. I paired Create with Friends, which is a script and typed font. And I stamped love, just its usual love. And then I took my marker, and one of the words in this bundle, and of course they don't have it highlighted because it doesn't cut out, but it says, "You can bug me anytime." Oh wait, that's in the Valentine. That's in the bug one. Hold on. So the ladybug dot set is on page 10, and it's a bundle. It comes with a punch, but so I just colored the word bug and then huffed on it and didn't color any of the other things. So now I have a love bug, which I kind of was proud of myself. I thought that was kind of fun. Going back to page 10 and 11. So part of this suite is this very not Leanne kind of set. It's beautiful. It's a 3D, it's a hybrid. So the embossing folder, hopefully you can see this, the embossing folder leaves a spot where you can cut that out because there's of course a die that matches, or you can use just the heart part. Now, if you're going to do that, you want to cut first, then emboss, because if you put this embossing folder on your paper like this, and then I cut this, it's going to smush it all down and you're going to lose that hybrid look. I'm going to play with that a little bit more. It's an okay set. It's not my favorite. I might be more partial to this, in case you need to know. So that's that quick and easy. The next suite on page 14 and 15 is the Flowering Fields. You know me, I love flowers. I love this evergreen white ribbon because you can color it with your blends or re-inkers. These little gems are adorable. I have them on this card, which is on my buffet for the round one. And they're self-adhesive, of course, and they're just sweet, and they don't really add a lot of bulk, right? So like a lot of our embellishments are so bulky that you have to pay extra postage. I have ideas that I want to do with this. I have a team meeting on Sunday, so I'm going to probably get lots of ideas, but this paper is gorgeous. And the samples with all of these, the windmill and all that are gorgeous. They're just not my cup of tea. And so I didn't want to spend my money on that. Imagine that, because I spent plenty of money on everything else. All right. So we talked this. Okay. There's a question. I can't remember if it's tonight or tomorrow night, but I'm going to talk about this bundle again. This is I was so excited about this bundle because it coordinates with the celebration paper that is on, excuse the sniffles, is on page 8 of Celebration. And this paper just screamed to me. It was like, oh my gosh, I love it. I just didn't even hesitate. I just ordered the whole thing. And I created some fun things. This celebration paper, it's 6 by 6, and you get a whole lot. And I'm going to be using it till the end of February and beyond. This might be one of those papers I hang on to, which, as you all know, is kind of crazy for me. I was trying to figure out ways to pair it together. Not just for rainbow, because really, I mean, it's a happy set, but you know what? You could do a lot of things. So I took okay, hold on. I lost my notes. There's on page 50 of the annual catalog, there's a set called After the Storm. And I'm actually going to pull that up here quick. I've looked at it a billion times and I was like, oh, I don't know. Do I need it? I love this even the sentiment, even the darkest night will pass and the sun will rise. And I thought, oh, okay, now I got to get it for sure because it goes great with this. I need a bigger desk. This bundle. And so look at how fun that is. And it was super quick. These I'm going to talk about another day, but this is part of the Marbling Designer Series paper you can get free through Stampin' Up! On Celebration. This paper, again, Celebration. This matches the Cloud Punch. So when you look at this samples on page 18 and 19, again, I'm going to talk a lot more about this tomorrow, but you can see the two different cloud sizes. On this one, on the lighter pink one, that's actually the die that comes with their bundle. This larger one is the Cloud Punch, and that's pretty new. I mean, well, it is new. So, and of course, punches out the Designer Series paper perfectly. And it made me just go, I love it. Speaking of punches, this deer punch, you might have noticed, was in the winter catalog or whatever we call it these days. It's back, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. It's still orderable. So if you didn't get it, you can still get it. So that might make some people happy. We talked a little bit about the ladybug. I took one of my buffet cards and I changed it up to be a Valentine's Day card. It had said it's a good day on the buffet, but it's going to be, I mean, I think that's a super stinking cute Valentine's Day card too, but I just thought I'd share that because that was cute. Oh, and I went too fast. Back up for a second. Nope, don't back up for a second. I wasn't going too fast. I was so organized. I forgot myself. Okay, so the other thing you compare this with, I looked at this daisy and I was thinking, I wonder if the mini daisy punch works with that, image, and guess what? It does. So how fun and bright is this card? So I stamped this in different colors of Melon Mambo, different shades, and then punched it out with the mini daisy punch, which you can find on page 150 in the annual catalog. It's been around for a couple years, but it's nice to be able to pull something new and something old together and create something that's just a whole new look, right? It's a whole new thing. All right. Okay, now we're going to get to some that I'm not very excited about. Symbols of Fortune. This is a beautiful paper. It's just not me. The Crane of Fortune, not me. The paper is gorgeous. It's specialty, so it's got some foil in it. And it's very oriental looking to me. I did come up with this card for my buffet. It's pretty simple. I paired this with the special moments in the celebration set, celebration offerings that are $100. So this stamp set here has like every greeting. If you're a brand new stamper, it would be perfect. If you're tired of your greetings and you just want some variety, again, perfect. So again, that was with sympathy, and this is just simple squares and I liked it. I can't say I created it myself, and I'm not sure who I copied it from. The other thing on this is the Mother of Pearl specialty paper. I haven't played with it yet. It's very shiny. It's super thick. And so I'm thinking some techniques might be like, you know, resist or something. I don't know. I've got some thoughts in my head, but I just haven't been able to play with everything because guess what? I have to like do other things too. So off we go. Page 32 and 33. This paper, artfully composed, sweet. I didn't really like. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I loved these faux sea glass shapes. I loved the vellum. The paper was okay. The stamp set, I didn't know if I really needed it. And I'm still debating. But let me show you this paper because I think the paper it just speaks tropics, right? Like, so if you go anywhere on a tropic vacation and you want to do some scrapbooking, this paper is pretty cool and it's got all the new in colors, fun things, right? So you got some Bermuda and you got some Just Jade and you got some Old Olive, Calypso Coral.
I like that one.
Yeah, I do too. And the more I look at it, the more I like it. And then I haven't done anything with this vellum, but if you can see, I'm going to try to, it is wording, it's words. So it's kind of just a spattering of, and you get white and black of each. And then there's a map, and then there's some type print. So I'm sure that's going to be cool as soon as I figure out what the heck I'm doing with that. And then I made a swap card, and this is actually on the buffet, and it's highlighting that paper and a super easy, fancy fold, really. So this is on the buffet. I paired it with the, wow, I'm just doing so well. I'm not even looking at my notes. The Island Vibes on page 3 of the celebration catalog. That's where I added that. This Hope You Have the Best Birthday is part of the, oh my gosh, Friendly Hello stamp set, which is $100 offering. And that's also what this Hello Friend was. So I kind of paired it with a couple different things. You got some soft stuff, you got not soft, evening evergreen ribbon. And then can you see those little gems? Oh my gosh. You know, everything we've offered usually, I mean, a lot of times it's so girly and it's not really meant for non-gender specific cards and or scrapbook pages. And so I'm super excited about that one. And there's another one coming up that I'm super excited about. This paper. Oh my gosh. We all know we don't need any more paper. We had to say, oh, we don't need any more paper. But this paper, you don't even have to do anything. You can just basically add little bits of things and then you get these beautiful cards. Let me show you what I mean. Some of the paper, the paper on one side is just the splotchy stuff. And then another side is the New Horizon. Like, so, and it's kind of, open to interpretation what they're actually showing you. It just depends on what you stamp. So this paper, I'm telling you, sells itself. Now I did create a few things with the bundle. I got the bundle mainly because I loved this fence. Again, I do a lot of scrapbooking for my trips, and I think I'm going to have to start doing more scrapbooking online. And I just thought that would be super fun. Check out these pebble gems. Those are also on page 43. Those, I mean, like, they look like little gems you'd find hiking. Hint, hint. So anyway, remember there's a questionnaire at the end. So this paper I just stamped here and stamped up there, and that was it. This is going to be a bundle class. It's going to be a card box and with this paper, and I'm paired it with Peaceful Moments on page 24 in the annual catalog. And so you can get, I think, sympathy, birthday, congratulate. I mean, what a great Mother's Day gift. Just a friend gift. I mean, really, the paper does all the work for us. And this, I stamped the trees over here. I don't know if you can see that. And then just relax and enjoy your day. And I stamped this grass stuff down here. I haven't even begun to play with this. I just am so excited. I have other samples that I probably will show you tomorrow. So let's move on to, we're going to skip a few pages because we're going to stop at Abstract Beauty on page 48. You know, I think the dies are the bomb. I think the stamp set's odd. And I don't know, maybe I'll regret not getting the stamp set, but let me show you. Okay, the paper is a new size. It's 4x6. And you might wonder why would we do that? Well, because I think 6x6, you do end up wasting a lot of paper. And the 4x6s, you can kind of do a lot of things. And I have a buffet card, if you looked at the email, that kind of highlights that. But you can also get envelopes that match and cards that are pre-printed with a lot of the same colors. And so really you can pair this with any of the stamp sets or greeting sets you have and create some quick and cute cards. If you don't like that, you can just layer that right on top. You could, so seriously, think about all the fun stuff you could do. This paper is just super fun. And I didn't grab, apparently, the buffet card. Huh. Oh, well. So, and then these gems, oh my gosh, they're so fun. They match everything. I really liked this. I like these shapes because they're different than squares and rectangles. And then what I really am intrigued by, if you scoot, oh, I forgot to talk about this. You can get and I can't say it, ephemera pack. And
yes.
Yep. And so this kind of coordinates with all that paper, and it just is pretty, and you get some vellum pieces. So for those of you who scrapbook maybe and want some fun little elements, that would be quick and fun. Then if you flip to page 52.
Leanne?
Yes.
There's a comment by Pam B on Facebook, just says, I always wish I could buy 4x5 paper, but I've never found that size.
Yeah. So this is 4x6, Pam Burton. Hopefully you like it. And it's specialty, so it's got some gold flecks in it. On page 50, if you look at this card in the middle down here, it is intriguing to me because they created the 3D images with parts of that die set, which I think looks really cool. Like, I have a lot of men in my life, so I'm thinking, I could do a little border of, I don't know. I have to play with it. Again, I can't play with everything right away, but I can see potential for that. Like I said, the set, I have plenty of words. I don't need more words, just have words. Okay, on page 52, I was so excited and then so disappointed. Can you believe it? Page 52 and 53 have the slimline sayings and dies. Okay, we've all seen the slimline cards other companies have, and they cut it out and it's great and it's not so complicated. This one, the dies, I'm not a fan right now, but I'm going to try, keep playing with it. I haven't even used this either, but congrats to the graduate. That might be great for graduation. The point is that, they're long and skinny. They're like a business envelope. And so they're fancier envelopes than your business envelope. And they're already
money cards too for the graduate.
Right. Yep. And so they're lined for you and they're thick and they're nice. So you can see those on page 53. So that's my most excitement. I'm excited about these. You get, let's see, 15 envelopes for $10 and they're printed and nicely put together. And I can imagine other demonstrators creating really fun things with that. So I made one slimline card and it's just cute. It's fine. I tried playing with the dies. I know Anne was here and it just was frustrating me. So I have to see some other people do something and then maybe I'll be hooked. But for sure, I love those envelopes. So that is exciting. My husband's starting to make supper, so let's hope the smoke alarms don't go off. Okay, so then we can skip to Heart and Home Dsp. This was the bundle suite focus for our convention that was virtual. And I'm just going to tell you, it doesn't speak to me in any way, shape, or form, but I'm going to try to make something work. I mean, the paper is pretty, but again, it's really, we have wood grain things. So I'm not really sure about this suite. I'm sure someone's going to make something that I go, oh my gosh, no, I'm glad I have it. You might notice this denim ribbon. that is returning. It's the same ribbon we had a couple catalogs ago. Apparently it was popular enough, they brought it back. These doilies are super cute. They're white on one side and then these colors on the other, and you can kind of coordinate them. So I'm probably will end up finding something. I have this stamp set, which is what we got for our convention thing. And I thought, I'm never going to use that. But then, you know, they didn't call and ask me. Oh, well. So this, and then we have a Honeycomb embossing folder. I know we've had a little one, a big one, and, you know, it's hard to come up with everything new, right? So that's kind of cool. You see on page 1661, a little close up of the whole 2 different bundles, and that's sweet. It's just not me. I mean, the words are fine. Okay, so then I'm going to scooch to Hey Sports Fans. Okay, I'm not a baseball player. I don't like baseball, but I got this because I got the paper. I didn't necessarily get the stamp set yet. I might have to because of the tickets, because of course the DSP has these tickets there and they coordinate. Well, I may or may not. You could probably fussy cut those out, you know, and those you could fussy cut, but I know the banner die would cut them. It's fun boy paper, or anybody who's a baseball fan, it would go great. We had a baseball paper pumpkin kit last summer, and I have an extra stamp set of that, which might be something intriguing to you. Or what about that hat set called Hats Off Bundle on page 47 in the annual catalog, the baseball hat? I think you could do some fun things with that, and you could fussy cut out some of this, you know, words and stuff to make that really cool. So I think it has potential. I'm looking forward to using it. Haven't used it yet. Okay, page 75 is our next stop on this little tour. And it says Encore, Encore. Well, that's because every catalog, for some reason, all these minis, they're not sure that they're really done with these products. So they decided they're carrying over these items from the last mini catalog, so from the June to December mini catalog. And so you can still order those. Now, you won't see them in a catalog. You have to look at them online, or you can look at your previous catalog. But you can order them at any time. So like if you wanted the squirrel one and you missed it, you still got an opportunity. Some of the embellishments and everything. So I have a list here, and I'll try to put it on my website too, but you can just kind of, you know, go back and make sure. So that just kind of tells me too that this is going to be in the next annual catalog, I believe. Now, page 76 and 77 starts the bundle view review. And this is like the catalog in a glance. And Stampin' Up's demonstrators have been asking for this for a couple times now. They finally listened, and I'm so excited because they put the suites and bundles in alphabetical order instead of page order. To me, this makes much more sense. So you'll be able to find it. If you know there's a daffodil daydream, you could look at the D's. Same information about, if you keep forwarding, so these are all the bundles that are in the mini catalog, a ton. If you want to go quick to 84, and that's just the stamp sets, again, they're alphabetical. The dies, so everything's alphabetical. So I think that really helps looking for certain things. I don't know, I use this page a lot, but that's because I'm probably more in tune to it and worrying about it. All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit more. So that was the mini catalog, quick. Tomorrow night, I'm going to highlight 3 suites in more depth. But I wanted to touch base again on the celebration because I wanted to highlight on page 4 is this paper. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be honest. I know this might shock you, but I went, oh my gosh, that is just obnoxious. And what are we going to ever do with that? And I don't think I even like it. Guess what? Then you play with it and you like it. Let me show you something. I combined it. Well, so this is just pretty simple paper, the other side of the paper, flip it around. I mean, it's simple and it's so you get 2 sheets of this kind of image that you can just make cards really quick like that. This paper is not the same one. It's different. It's the same bundle, it's group, but I just kind of separated it a little bit to give it more of a toned down version because it was a lot for me. A lot. So then I decided to try my Picture This dies that are on page 164 in the annual catalog. And those are the ones that are squares, or rectangles, and circles. So I was kind of really pleased with how this came out because it wasn't quite so, to me, that was just my interpretation. But I want to show you something. So when you start making a project, and sometimes you have this idea and you go into the concept and you create it, and then you go, that is kind of ugly. And we've all done it. I did it. I've done it. I've told people, yeah, you gotta change something there. So I wanted to highlight this paper. And so I was putting in like, these little things, and I'm like, ugh, that just looks so bleh. And then I had this version, and I'm like, oh, that looks blah. So then I decided, okay, let's make this work. So I went and cut something bolder, same paper group. I mean, what a difference that makes. And so I just really like the color, the popping, that to this, if you compare this card and this card, they're the same paper, but you would never know, right? So the Picture This die set, well, I shouldn't be highlighting it because it's probably on back order right now because of the fun, but you can just get so many, like I just got tons of circles and I just kind of laid them all in and played for one afternoon. It was really quite relaxing. And speaking of that, Picture This die. So those are on page 4, that paper in the celebration catalog. It coordinates with the Daffodil Daydream bundle in the mini catalog on page 37. I did not get the Daffodil bundle. I'm surprised that I even got this paper. So we're going to go with that. And then a couple other fun things in the celebration. For a $50 order, you can get this Simply Marvelous paper. It's a lot it's similar to things we've had in the past, but if you didn't have them or you ran out or you've used it up, you might be intrigued by this. This is one of the buffet cards. Terry Gaines posted this on our demonstrator page, and I just thought how super simple and super fun. This is the ice cream builder punch that you can find on page 149 in the annual catalog. And then I don't know if you can see that we got some texture here. That is the painted texture 3D folder on 155 in the annual catalog. Used a die down here. This is also that marbly paper, just the different sides. So one side's marbly, one side's kind of watercolory. I can see lots of fun ways to use that. But the other part of this page, on page 11, are these really cute otters. And I thought, well, don't really need otters, but look at how stinking cute that is with the circle dies. That's with the Picture This die. So I made a couple otter cards, and then this is on the buffet without the Picture This die. So I thought that was super cute, super fun. You could create your own words, like you're utterly ridiculous. I mean, I don't know, utterly, let's think about it. You can make a lot of things happen with it. Wow, that was quick, to the point. Did I miss anything in the celebration? I don't think so. Are there any questions from anybody watching on Zoom or online?
Nothing online from here.
Okay. Well, I hope this helped kind of tone down. I don't know. When you get a catalog like this, there's just so much to look at. And to be honest, the minute I got this, when I found this, I'm like, well, there's some things in here I don't really like. But the more you look at it, and then of course go on Pinterest and see other samples people make, then you're hooked, right? I mean, we all have paper and products because we saw something really cool. So feel free to share those images with me with my Facebook group, my page. So like if you see something, hey, Leanne, let's try to make this by, Janet Wakeland or whatever. I don't care who it is. That's why we post things. We want people to copy and share everything. So no reason to reinvent the wheel. Okay. Well, apparently there's a blizzard coming, and I'm probably going to have to go to Ramsey on Thursday instead of Wednesday. I don't know. So the open house on Thursday night might not happen, but for sure Friday. And then check out the email and the links for the the first group of buffets. I got lots of ideas. I just haven't had time to make all of the buffets. Thanks for joining, everyone. Stay safe and have a great rest of your Tuesday. See you tomorrow night here at 6:30. Same link, same thing. We'll talk about my favorite bundles. Don't forget to answer the questions and try to win a prize. Bye.
Thanks, Ann.
Yep. Thanks, everyone.